Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about my diet and what I eat on a regular basis. So after 8 years in the fitness industry as a fitness trainer, nutrition, holistic nutrition and health coach, I have tried a couple of diets just to see what works and what doesn't work for me. In my previous video I talked about my experience with the vegan diet. If you want to watch, I put a link down below. So after many years of trying different diets from the vegan diet, to be honest with you, I wasn't fully on a ketogenic diet, but when I was prepping for my competition, I kind of went on a ketosis diet. My carbohydrates were super low, around 80 to 100 grams of carbs a day, because I had to get very lean for the show. And I was on moderate amount of protein and fats and some veggies, but really low carbs. And by then I was following the usual bodybuilder diet, which is based on protein, some carbohydrates, and I wasn't high calories before that, around 3,200 calories per day. It's a lot. And I was eating around 5 to 6 meals a day. So then after my competition and during COVID, I tried different approaches to my diet and my lifestyle. So that was the time where I was studying a lot of nutrition. I tried intermittent fasting, and then I give it a go and see how it goes. So when I tried intermittent fasting, I started fasting for 12 hours progressively to 16 or 18 hours, having a 8-hour window to have 2 to 3 meals with no snacks in between. Now I don't really need to lose any weight or get lean or anything like that. I was just trying to fast and see how it goes, and I lower my carbs. So my current diet involves a mix of animal products, animal meats and organ meats, and plants and fruits. Before I went on this diet, I was mostly eating white meat or poultry, like white fish as protein, and I was eating a lot of rice, some potatoes. I was avoiding dairy, as I mentioned in my other video. I was also consuming oats, and I was taking some supplements. So after studying nutrition, I decided to have a different approach and trying to understand if I was really getting my requirements that I needed per day with my diet. And since I wasn't having that much, I wasn't having any shellfish at all, I wasn't having any organ meats, I realized that there were some nutrients that were maybe missing in my diet. So ever since I tried intermittent fasting back in 2020, having fasting for 16, 18 hours and then just eating 2 to 3 meals with no snacks in between, I can't go back. That's what I've been doing ever since. I got used to it. Before trying this method or this approach, I was eating 5 to 6 times a day with snacks, high protein snacks, and just try to get my protein. But then I realized that there's more to nutrition than just counting calories and trying to get your protein. And I think the most important thing is to get nutrients, because calories can come from anywhere. You can have a croissant and you can have calories, you can have a piece of salmon and you can also have calories, but which one is giving you nutrients, which is what your body needs. So my current diet, I'm still doing intermittent fasting. When I wake up in the morning, I don't eat immediately. I just wake up, brush my teeth, I go outside to get some daylight to start my circadian rhythm. I add electrolytes to my water, a little bit of salt to hydrate, and sometimes I have a cup of tea, and after that I have a coffee and I do some studying, reading, stretching, or I go for a run, whatever. And then around 11 midday, that's when I have my first meal. That's when I break the fast. And eggs are staple food in my diet. I have 4 to 5 days every single day. Then I add on top of that either sardines or beef liver or steak or beef mince, just to add extra protein. And then a little bit of salad, vegetables, some sauerkraut, a teaspoon of honey every single day as well. And depending on whether it's a training day or rest day, I have carbs with that meal, most of the time potatoes, sometimes bread, but it's spelt flour sourdough bread, organic, which the ingredients are just spelt salt and water, I think. So depending on the day, I either have that, a bit of carbs there because it's going to be also my pre-workout meal, and I need to eat before I do a workout. And depending on also if I'm resting, then I have a low carb meal. I have just the eggs with either sardines or whatever with a bit of veggies, and I don't have any carbs. Then I go into my workout, and then after that I have a shake with collagen and raw milk and protein powder, of course, and some frozen berries. And then I have my dinner, or my, let's say, post-workout meal, which is, it can be sometimes fish, red meat, or chicken, or any source of protein with either potatoes or rice and veggies and a bit of sauerkraut. Then my pre-bed snack, it's yogurt, kefir, a bit of glycine, and some cereal protein that I've been having lately, just to get a bit extra protein. So these are my meals that I have on a regular basis. Sometimes it varies, but it's mostly every single day the same thing. I eat liver once or twice a week. I try to eat shellfish also once or twice a week. So I think it's important to have a balanced diet with a lot of variation, where you can get protein from different sources, whether it's poultry, red meat, shellfish. Then I think it's important to have some fruits and veggies, ideally in season, and a little bit of raw, unpasteurized, good quality of dairy. I like honey every single day, and I think that works really well for me. I don't feel the need to snack in between. I feel with sustained energy. Of course, there are some other factors that you need to take in consideration, such as good sleep, good hydration, good sunlight, and all of that. But what I wanted to share in this video is that before I had this approach, I was just eating 5 to 6 meals a day while I was trying to put on muscle, and I was influenced by also people who were very dedicated and also very into the bodybuilding world, and I was kind of following, even though I'm not a bodybuilder, but I was just trying to put on some muscle and get stronger and all of that. But then after this approach, I can't go back to eating like that. I got used to the intermittent fasting, the eating once or twice, sometimes 3 times a day, and I did it mostly for the health benefits. Intermittent fasting has a lot of benefits with lowering insulin, improving your body composition, but also improving cognition and all of that. And as a future health practitioner, to me it's all about implementing in myself everything that I learn in my diet, and that way I can understand it much better, and I can guide clients and future patients much better. Now, this is just my diet, the way I do it for me, the way it works for me. If you're eating 5 to 6 meals a day because you want to put on muscle, if you are on a vegetarian diet or a vegan diet, or if you're much better by eating just fish, whatever, if that works for you, that's great. I'm just sharing my experience of what works for me, and the way I feel for me is the best way, and that way it just saves me a lot of time not having to cook a lot of meals all the time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're struggling with your fitness goals and you don't know where to start and you don't have any guidance, let me help you. Send me an email or send me a DM to my other social medias, and I'll be more than happy to work with you and help you to achieve your fitness goals. Thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.